Welcome to Home Herbal. These recipes will help you to incorporate more wild fruits, nuts and grains into your diet. The variations on these basic ingredients are endless and depend mainly on the way the grains are prepared, as well as your choice of dried fruits. 4 Fruits Power Bar. Store cherries bring a sharp, lively flavor to these power bars. Add a combination of other dried berries, fruits or nuts if you like to complement the flavor of the store cherries. These bars are best eaten the day you make them, not only to keep them from spoiling, but to get the maximum goodness from the freshly sprouted grains. You will need 150 gram wheat grains, 1 cup dry apricots, 1/3 cup raisins, 1/3 cup blackcurrants, 1/3 cup sour cherries, 1/3 cup walnuts soaked for 4 hours, dried and lightly pan toasted, 1/3 cup sesame seeds, pan toasted. To sprout the wheat grains, soak for 12 hours or overnight. Rinse the grains thoroughly and put in a large glass jar. Cover the opening and neck of the jar with cheesecloth and attach it with string or a strong rubber band. Place at a 45-degree angle in a well-lit spot but not in direct sunlight. Rinse the grains each morning and evening by pouring water through the cheesecloth and emptying it out. The sprouts are ready when seedlings appear approximately 1/4 inch in length. Rinse the seedling thoroughly in clean water, strain and spread on a clean cloth to dry. Place the apricots and raisins in a blender and blend to a paste. Add half of the sprouted grains and blackcurrants and blend until crushed. Transfer to a mixing bowl and add the rest of the grains, berries and the cherries. Mix well with a wooden spoon. Chop the walnuts into small chunks and add them to the mix. Sprinkle the sesame seeds onto a flat surface. Roll out the mixture or press it with clean hands over the seeds into a rectangle. Use a sharp knife to cut the mixture. Place the small rectangular bars on a rack and leave to dry out for a few hours. Cranberry and Apricot Power Bar. Barley has a reputation as a highly nutritious cereal. It was eaten by ancient Greek athletes and Roman gladiators who were known as barley eaters. Cranberries are packed with antioxidants and apricots are an excellent source of iron. So these power bars make a highly nutritious and sustaining snack to keep your energy levels up. You will need 150 gram lightly toasted barley ground to a powder, 3/4 cup dried cranberries pre-soaked and dried on a cloth or paper towels, 1½ cups dried apricots washed and dried on a cloth or paper towels, ½ cup pistachios coarsely chopped, 1/3 cup pistachios finely ground. To roast barley, soak it overnight in lukewarm water, drain and leave to dry on a baking sheet covered with a clean cloth. Heat a large frying pan over high heat. Turn the heat down to medium and add a quarter of the barley, stirring constantly. When the grain is golden brown and makes a gravely noise as you stir it, transfer it out of the pan and repeat with the remaining 3 batches. Allow the grains to cool completely and store in an airtight container. Grind the toasted grains in a pestle and mortar to make a barley powder. Put the fruit and coarsely chopped pistachios in a blender or food processor and blend into a thick puree. Then add just enough of the toasted barley powder to make a pliable dough. Sprinkle half the finely ground pistachios onto a flat surface. Place the fruit dough on top and roll it out into a rectangular shape about 6 to 8 mm in thick. Sprinkle the top of the dough with the remaining finely ground pistachios and press them by hand into the mixture. Cut into rectangles and place on a baking sheet. Bake in a preheated oven for 2 to 3 hours until the bars have dried out. Carefully lift the bars off the sheet, allow to cool on a wire rack. Wrap them individually in plastic wrap or parchment paper. If wrapped and stored in a can in a cool place, the bars can last for more than a week. Linseed and chili crackers. These healthy crackers can be enjoyed by everyone. Linseed is a valuable food in a balanced diet owing to its high levels of omega-3 fatty acids, which play an essential role in strengthening immunity and maintaining good blood vessel health. The addition of chili and fresh parsley make these crackers taste very addictive. You will need 250 gram linseeds, juice of 2 celery ribs, juice of 5 medium-sized carrots, 4 tablespoons fresh parsley finely chopped, 1 small or medium chili chopped, a large pinch of salt, a sprinkle of chili powder. Add the linseeds to the freshly made carrot and celery juice, then stir in the chili, parsley, salt to taste and chili powder. Leave for up to 2 hours to allow the linseeds to soak up the juices. Spread the soaked linseeds in a thin layer on a piece of parchment paper on a baking sheet. Bake in a preheated oven for 3 to 4 hours. Use a knife to cut the crackers into squares. Thicker pieces can be served instead of bread with soups. Blackcurrant walnut bars. If the barley grain is soaked in warm water, it cooks very slowly, allowing for little loss of nutrients. Toasted grain is very crunchy and can be partially cracked or milled by laying it in a thin layer on a wooden cutting board and rolling over it with a rolling pin before using to roll out the bars. Eat the bars within 1 to 2 days while still fresh. You will need 1/4 cups barley grains, half cup walnut pieces, 4 dates pitted, 3/4 cup dried blackcurrants. Wash the barley grains, then soak them in hot water overnight. In the morning, drain the grains and allow them to dry out for a few minutes in a strainer. Set aside 150 gram of the grain and dry out the rest until the next day. Heat a large frying pan over high heat, then turn the heat down and add the barley in small batches to toast. Make sure that the pan is not too crowded and that the size of the pan allows for an equal toasting of all the barley grains. Stir constantly until the grain is a golden tan color and makes gravely noises as you stir it. Allow the grain to cool completely, then move it in batches into a pestle and mortar and grind until lightly milled. Toast the walnuts in the same way as the barley, toasting it lightly until golden with a nutty scent. Place the untoasted batch of barley grains in a blender or food processor with the dates and process to a paste. Transfer to a mixing bowl and stir in the blackcurrants and walnuts. Spread the toasted barley grains over a workspace and place the paste mixture on top, rolling it out into a rectangle or pressing it into shape with clean hands. Cut into bars and place them on a rack to dry. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and share, and don't forget to hit the subscription box given below.